Hi guys. So I haven't been able to make a video in like a really long time because I've been really busy with school. Um, but it's cooled down a little bit, so I can finally make one. So now that I can finally make a video, I have like so many things that I could talk about because I've just been like thinking of so many things that I want to discuss. So I'll try not to just like ramble and talk about everything. So yeah, I think in this video I want to talk about school, college, because I know some people have told me that they're having a hard time in school because of their bipolar or social anxiety or any mental illness is going to make school difficult. College, school, whatever. So yeah, I had a really hard time in college. I had to take 2 semesters off, and I failed one semester because I didn't take my finals. Like, I was making A's like all through the semester, and then I was just like, psh, I don't have to do this stupid stuff. I'm not going to take my finals. I don't need a degree to like define me. So stuff like that. Just like so much like rebellion and angst and just thinking that I was like above it or something. I think that's like a manic thing. And then after I would make these decisions, like constantly dropping classes and changing majors and like thinking I had these like other plans that I needed to do, like these huge, like grandiose plans, like that's what they call it, the symptom that you have when you are hypomanic or whatever. So just lots of things like distracting me from school and making school difficult for me, from depression too. Obviously that's not gonna mesh with school very well, because you just don't have any motivation and you're basically miserable and you have like tons of like frustration and sadness and so many things. Like, that's what sucks about bipolar, is that there's like a mix of emotions. Like, you know, if you have depression, at least it's like one thing that you have to deal with. Like, I don't want to downplay depression because, yeah, I've been depressed and it's not good. It's very serious. But at least, you know, you're depressed and that's like all you have to deal with. But like if you're bipolar, it's like you got to deal with like having like highs and lows, like being like super depressed and then like super fucking out of your mind, making terrible decisions, and doing weird stuff and thinking weird stuff. So yeah, all of that makes college really hard, but this is my advice to you. Go to therapy. I know a lot of people watching this, they're not even going to know that they have a mental illness, or I'm pretty much preaching to the choir somewhat, because at least everyone here knows that they have bipolar or something. Most of you, I don't know, because people are like asking me if they have bipolar. And I don't really know. You have to go to a therapist to be diagnosed. But yeah, my boyfriend, he was the first person to get me to go to therapy, and basically that changed my life. Unfortunately, then I stopped going, and my life went to shit again. So the lesson there is that you should stay in therapy. You know, it's not like an easy process to have to like deal with your problems and stuff, but it really does keep you on track. It did for me anyways, because I went to therapy for maybe one semester at first, and then I didn't go the next semester, and that was a very bad idea, because that's really like when my bipolar was starting. Like that's when it was like developing, because I was 23. And yeah, it usually starts in early adulthood. Usually, not all the time. So yeah, that's when my bipolar was like really developing, like bad, to where it's like, you know, I need to be medicated. So I wasn't going to therapy, so I was like really depressed, really fucking crazy. And so anyways, but I was able to finish because my boyfriend was incredibly supportive and incredibly wise as far as knowing what I should do. Like he was like, no, you need to finish school, because I don't know, it seemed like he knew it was best for me. And I know not everyone is going to have a person like that in their life. So you have to, I don't know, you just have to take care of yourself. Anyways, I could go on and on and on about my college experience and how it was horrible and hard, so hard, and I was miserable. But the best thing that happened to me was going to therapy, finally getting into therapy, and, you know, it really does work and it helps. And you don't have to live your life just being a miserable human being who is a fuck up and can't fucking function. Okay, anyways, sorry. So the other thing is that I had a appointment today with my psychiatrist, and he asked about my anxiety, and well, he asked about everything because this was my first appointment with him, because I switched psychiatrists. So yeah, and he asked about my anxiety, and I told him that I was anxious whenever I was around people and all of that. So he prescribed me Buspar, I think is how you pronounce it, Buspar. And I was gonna ask if anyone has ever tried this, if it worked for them, because I went onto message boards and asked, or I didn't ask, but I like read the message boards to see if anyone had taken it and if it worked for them. So yeah, and a lot of people said that it didn't do anything, and some people said that they loved it. So I guess I just have to see how it goes. But yeah, I was hoping to get something like Xanax or Klonopin or something cool like that. But yeah, I'm taking Buspar, and supposedly it takes a long time to kick in because it builds into your system. And hopefully that will help with my anxiety stuff. And yeah, so okay, I don't want to make this too long. I'm just making it on a whim, really, and I guess that's all I had to talk about, was my bad college experience, and that you don't have to repeat what I did. Get therapy, be diligent about it. If you think that therapy is not working for you, just don't give up, because it's probably better than the alternative of not doing anything about it. And yeah, so and if you don't have a good therapist that you like and that you don't feel comfortable with, just go to another one, because, you know, yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. Okay, so I hope you guys have a marvelous day or night, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.